So what's up, guys? So we got the Craftsman in here getting ready to work on that. Got $150 worth of parts for it. And got, you know, new air impact, return that old piece of junk. Hopefully this one, I read after you put some penetrating oil through it, cleans it out and does real good. Got some parts dip, chem dip, basically a big old gallon thing of carb cleaner. Using that instead of buying actual carb cleaner now, because that shit gets expensive after a while. 18 bucks at Walmart. Got the welder out because we got to do some welding on this thing. Also got a new angle die grinder at Harbor Freight, and these pads, the fiber disc pads, fiber disc sanding kit, comes with all the backing and everything like that. Was more expensive than the actual air tool itself, but seems pretty nice. The valve on it doesn't stick or anything like that. Nice and ball bearing motor and everything like that, or ball bearing innards. And and got oil for the compressors because I'm going to do an oil change on them soon. And got a 100 grit sanding disc, which was, these were like $5. It's ridiculous for how much they charge for that stuff. Got some 10W30 SAE oil for it, new oil filter. Here's all the parts for it. We'll go through the parts that had to be replaced. Right now the labor cost for it is $220. It's going to be a little bit more when we're done though. Kubota oil. Love my parts dealer. They're awesome. New drive belt. Well, the reason I love my parts dealer is because I called them up, told them everything I needed. They have everything in stock. And they put it all in a box for me and said it'll be ready when I got there. So, got a new drive belt. Obviously, it's a Simplicity belt, but it's the same exact thing, obviously. Got 2 rear tubes for those honking tires. Got 2 of those. I'm gonna do those. We're gonna do a time-lapse video of cleaning or working on it. Got the rebuild kit. Kohler genuine parts. This is carb kit and everything like that. Kit, carburetor, repair. So, stick in some chem dip and see where it goes from there. The solenoid kit. Let's open that up. Oh. Brand new starter solenoid. Got some bolts and shit in there. Brand new starter solenoid. That one on there is completely toast, doesn't work anymore. Brand new battery. Oh shit. Brand new 300 cranking amp battery. This is what they sell. So, good battery for the price. Can't beat it. Probably gotta charge that. It snowed here. It's raining like a bitch outside. They gave me some free fuel line because I have to replace where the carburetor goes. In here, there's this line here, metal tube. Gotta cut that because the line's so old, can't get the carburetor off with it on. So they gave me some free tube. This is nothing. Nothing. Got a new fuel filter, new spark plug, and a new oil filter, and that's it. So, doesn't seem like a lot, but it should get her running for now. Still got to work on the brake, but you guys are going to see me do a time lapse over here. Got the tripod set up. I'm going to get these compressors working so I can heat the oil up in those. Probably start this thing so I can do an oil change on it. And yeah, we're going to do a time lapse. So I don't know if I'm going to do that separate or not, but I'm just going to record it differently. Thanks guys for watching. So in the mist, I'm going to show you guys how I put my fittings on. I just put some lubricant in there, but I use some RTV sealant silicone to put on the air fitting. It's easier than wrapping thread sealant or Teflon tape around the whole damn thing, and you know it's not going to leak. Probably a little too much, but spread it around and frame hopefully, and wipe it on my jacket because I don't care. And then basically a gasket, get the wrench, here and snug it all down, and that's it for her. And she's got fucking lubricant leaking out the fuck. So do that for that air impact too. Here's a new air impact ratchet or impact wrench compared to the $20 one at Harbor Freight. This one's got way more flow, you could just tell. And let's see here. That's at 110 psi. Way more heavier too. This thing is heavy as fuck, but I like it. You can just tell it's moving a ton more air through it. Alright guys, this is a time lapse. We're going to be working on this Craftsman 2 mower here, 14 horsepower Kohler overhead valve. Got a whole bunch of parts for it. You guys already saw that in the other video. I'm going to put the battery in it right now. I'm going to put the exhaust gasket on it, what should be in that box, because the exhaust gasket's busted. There's a missing stud in it. I'm going to take that off, start it up, run it, drain the oil, filter, spark plug, fuel filter, and then I'm going to pull the engine off of it and shit, but I don't know if I'll be able to do all of it today. We'll probably just end up doing the maintenance on the engine and put the tubes in the tires. So we're going to do a time lapse, get started, and all that other good stuff. Okay, so what you just saw me doing there in that time lapse was putting the new exhaust valve, or the new exhaust son of a bitch on there. The gasket. I know you're supposed to charge these batteries before you use them, but my charger's fucked. So we'll just let the engine charge it. We're going to start her up, let her run, heat up the oil, change the oil, and then do the tubes and the tires. And you pretty much just saw me do all that work in 6 minutes. So we don't play around. Gotta get shit done, because there's other things that need to be done around here. I should get that. Yeah, I'm going to get the die grinder on there real quick. Make a better connection to the battery. Just clean it up, make sure it's not half-ass. Because I don't want them bringing it back, because I give a 14-day warranty, free labor. Anything goes wrong with it, you bring it back, and I'll fix it. But you have to pay for parts, and I don't want to have to pay or have to waste time fixing somebody else's shit that should have been done right the first time. See, now it's brand new. Took no time at all to do that. And you ensure that you get a good ground or a good connection to your battery, which is always a good thing. So you're not cooking your starter because you think you're not getting, you think your battery's dead when it's really not, it's just your connections. Had 2 people over the summer bringing me lawnmowers said they would start doing the battery connections and fixed it. Tighten that all by hand. You don't need to clean both sides, just the side that touches the battery. Clean both sides if you're nitpicky. I'm not, so. But I want to do it right. Because I want my customers to return with business. Fucking fuse. Freaking raining like a son of a bitch outside. It's really coming down now. A little adjustable wrench is your friend. Alright, we're going to start her up. You got to jump it through the solenoid. Because the battery's a piece of shit, don't work. Make sure it's in neutral. Brake doesn't need to be on, that's disabled. I'm going to let it run for 10 minutes. Warm up, put it on choke. On the exhaust, holding the exhaust on so the gasket's not getting pressed down like it needs to be. So I'm gonna have to either get a new stud, watch the stud on there probably broke off, or I mean I'm pulling the engine, so when I pull the engine I'll just see what's going on with it. It's pretty cold out here. You can see every time I'm talking my breath is all fucked. But yeah, we're gonna let this go and warm up, change the oil, and you can definitely smell that exhaust gasket warming up. But it runs so much better compared to what it was just with the new fuel filter and spark plug. Oh, so the tires are fine. The tubes, hold on, let me turn it down. The tubes are fine. The air that was coming out is the air that the tube is pushing out of the actual tire by expanding and displacing air. So they're both good. So I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to put these tubed or these keyed shaft tires back on. Take the key off. Move your key up on there. Try to line it up. Alright. Line up your keyway. Now here's what we're going to do. Line up your keyway. Take your key. Push it in. Get a pair of needle nose. Sorry about that. Get a pair of needle nose. Holy son of a bitch. Get a pair of needle nose again. Beat it a few times. Beat it. No home haul. Push your key in. The key's done.